Welcome back, everyone. It's been a couple of weeks, but here we are, back in the saddle again. So we're gonna talk about it. These notes about this year's this year's All Europe channel. Oh my God, I can't talk. We're gonna talk about this year's All Europe Challenge. What just happened? What I miss? Hummus burger. Oh, I see. You put up the doohickey thing. Got it. That's why. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean he sponsored the channel? He is a member. And so was Alexander Berglund. Yeah, I'm easily confused, especially when I haven't done this in a couple of weeks. Okay. Oh, what's this? Johnny Hansen. Okay. Wow. All right, let me recognize all the people that are here early and on time. We got Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, who's in the voice chat or in the Discord with me. Yeah, Lurch. I don't think they heard you.
You didn't hear that.
Let me turn you up just a little bit. All right, so
yeah, we never did do a sound check.
I was actually looking at the meter when you were talking earlier. Thought, yeah, I just imagined it. Okay. No, Nicholas, I didn't stream last week. So let's see. See, Vigner is here. Phantom is here. And Lurch has got 22 months as a flatbedder. Jeez, can you believe that? Almost 2 years. My goodness. Wim 55 is in the house. Ken Beard. Oh, Ken, Red Beard, we need to get together. Probably not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. Lobo 1G is here. Dr. Jones is here. Keith Searcy is here. Drive is here. Rick Rashid is here. Yo. Dobbs is here. Thor's here. And Nicholas is here. Thomas Berger, 18 months. Says, good evening from Germany. I just got a text. I don't know who it's from. Let's see. So we got Thomas Berger. Nightbot is here. Watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key. Don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Somebody found out last time. Alexander Berglund, 18 months currently a dry van hauler. And Johnny Hansen, 17 months as a flatbedder. Man. Saying hi from Norway. Let's see. Phantom, a member for 15 months as a reefer hauler. Tasmified is here. He made it. I was thinking about you just a little bit ago, Taz. Hadn't seen you much in the Discord lately. I know that happens, but always miss you. Okay. Well, Thor, I guess we know you won't be farming later. You kind of alluded to that earlier. So yesterday for me, probably this morning for you. Yeah, he said he was going to a barbecue. I suspected he might get a little cross-eyed. So, yeah, Nicholas, and for those of you who didn't see the message that I posted on the community board, community tab, I had a death in the family last week, and that necessitated me to focus on other things for a number of days. So, back in the saddle. It's been kind of a rough slog to get back. Not because the family member was close or that I was close to that particular family member, but rather it was getting back together with family and kind of thinking through a lot of things and stuff. Brought up a lot of things from the past. So Yeah, and the nature of how it. Listen, we all have, death is a part of life. We all have people in our lives that pass away. We are all going to do that at some point. But it's always sad, even when it's not someone that you're close to, because sometimes it's an unpleasant thing, especially on how it affects other members of your family. So I don't want to get all doom and gloom and stuff, but yeah. So let's talk about what we're going to do today. And for the next 9 weeks or so, we are kicking off the Euro Truck Simulator 2 All Europe Challenge for 2024. This is going to be even bigger than the All States Challenge that we just did, completed a month ago. Let's see, I guess that was the end of May, right? No, the end of June. That's right.
June.
It went for May and June. So this is going to start today, and we will run this through the end of September 30th, midnight Central European Standard Time, which is basically midnight in Berlin or Prague. So adjust your time accordingly. For me, it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon on the 30th. So for people on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., it'll be 6 p.m. So on, I believe, Monday the 30th. We just take a quick peek at the calendar to confirm that. September 30th is a Monday. So we're going to need all that time because we've got 33 countries to cover. Some of these drives are pretty long. So let's talk about the rules. It's going to be very similar to what we did for American Truck Simulator. What? Wise Mind Facts says that's when EU people be happy. What? Wait a minute, we were just talking about death. Surely you must be talking about something else. Hey, Pugwash. Okay, so yeah, you got to clarify that, Wise Mind. What was that? Oh yeah. So we're going to start in Frankfurt, Germany. And let me jump into the game here real quick. Get on the map. Not really hard to see. But we're going to start in Frankfurt, Germany. This really isn't the best map for that. Try this one. Okay, this is a little better. So we're going to start in Frankfurt, Germany, and we're going to deliver a load to every other country in Eurotruck except Russia because of the current political climate and war as a result of what's going on. Leave it at that. I don't want to get off into all that. So we're going to start, as I said, in Frankfurt, and our first load goes to Hungary. That's what I'll be doing today. Hopefully I can find a load. Another problem. And then we're just going to jump around country to country till we hit them all. Well, Rick, I have ProMods installed. It's an option. We'll get to that. Hey, Treasure O. So, starting in Frankfurt, Germany, take a load to the next country in the list and continue in sequence, ultimately ending back in Frankfurt. You can't find a load from France, which is a country before Germany in the list. Then you can take a load from France into any city in Frankfurt and then take a final load from that city or another city in Germany to end up in Frankfurt. So 33 or 34 loads, depending on how you do it. So let me just tell you. So for folks in the Discord, There's already a channel set up. It'll be made live after this live stream with all of these rules and the list of countries. Let me just show you briefly. I wasn't prepared for this, so hang on a second. There's the list. Start in Frankfurt, and then we go to Hungary. And then Italy, Kosovo. We got 8 new countries since West Balkans was added. Kosovo, and then to Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Montenegro, Netherlands, North Macedonia, Norway. As you can imagine, some of these will be pretty long, like they were last year, but we have more long ones. Like to go from Netherlands, well, actually Luxembourg, down into the Balkans and Montenegro, and then back up to Northern Europe, then back to the Balkans, then back into Northern Europe, then Poland. And Poland to Portugal is a long run. Portugal to Romania is a long run. Romania to Serbia is not that long. Then same thing with Slovakia, Slovenia, but then jumping back to Spain would be kind of long. And from Spain to Sweden is another long one. Then Switzerland, it's kind of, but Switzerland to Turkey is kind of long. Turkey to UK is very long. UK back to Albania, then Austria, then Belgium, Bosnia-Herzegovina, then Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland. Finland to France can be long. And then France back to Frankfurt, or Germany and then Frankfurt, depending on how you do it. So let's take a look at the chat. Should Greece not be after Germany? No, Thor, Greece has not been released. We have no indications of when it will be. If Greece is released, we may make an adjustment to what we're doing. We'll have to just wait and see. Turn that off. So, right. So Greece is not part of it. ProMods is optional. But if you have ProMods, you don't get to use countries that are part of ProMods just because you have it installed. So it's, as Pilot said, this is related to the base game plus all of the SCS map DLCs. So, that's the list of countries. You can use any truck or trailer that you own, or a shipper provided trailer, or a quick job truck and trailer as you see fit. Just like with ATS. Right, Nicholas. ProMods countries not included. ProMods cities are, but that's an option. We're going to touch on that in a minute. Yeah. Greece is not on the list, Rick. It's on my map because I have ProMods. Most people won't use ProMods, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons of using ProMods. Okay, back to use any truck or trailer that you want. Follow your GPS routing, which must be set to best or shortest setting, not small roads. Or for Pilot, not short roads. You had to be there. But reasonable rerouting due to fueling, repairing, or road closures is expected. But if you're driving from Turkey to the UK via Spain, that's not reasonable rerouting. Don't pad your miles. A load flagged by TrucksBook or Trucky as race kilometers will void that entire run. You'll have to rerun it. Let's see. Is ProMods free? Yes, it is, unless you get the whole pack and download it all at once, which I recommend. And then the cost is only $3.75 US. I don't know what they charge in euros. It's a bargain, and it's awesome. If you need help setting it up, we can help you in the Discord. So, no race miles, no race kilometers. Once you deliver to a country, you can move around that country however you want to find a load to the next country in the list. You can quick travel to another city within that country, or you can take short loads in country to find your next load. If you want to run up a lot of miles or kilometers for yourself, just take loads to other cities to look for loads to the next country. I've seen people do that. I would do it myself if I had more time. But you can quick travel. The only thing you can't quick travel from is Frankfurt or to Frankfurt. You have to begin and end in Frankfurt by hauling a load out of Frankfurt and then bringing a load into Frankfurt. But even if you take other loads around the country looking for something, only the load or kilometers associated with a load to the next country in the list counts. The list of countries must be completed in sequence. Kilometers will be taken from each driver's TrucksBook or Trucky logbook, whichever is less. Let me pause on that for a moment and check and see questions. Boomer, you will get DM in a few seconds from me. Oh, good, Vigner. How are you doing? It's been weeks. It's been 2 weeks, Adam. Yes, it is. Wisemind, it is very cheap. It's a bargain. ProMods is free, but I recommend to pay for fast download. I agree. Get it all at once and get the whole pack. ProMods Europe, get the whole thing. You'll get ProMods Middle East, and you'll get whatever that other Kazakhstan is.
Great step.
The great step. Thank you. Would it be possible to have unmarked map? Because whole map is yellow at the moment. Just went. Sure what you mean. Unmarked map? Your whole map is yellow? Is that because you've driven over everything? I'm not sure what you're asking. And it doesn't matter relative to this challenge. And by the way, this challenge is for the members of Boomer's Trucknado Transport Virtual Trucking Company. But anybody can do it on their own. So if you're in the Discord, I guess I could post this information in another channel. And if you wanted to do this, I'd have to find somewhere to put. I'd need to have my website up. Shame on me for not doing that. I've been busy. Let's see. Alexander Berglund, yes, that is a lot of countries. 33. Tillman, and by every update from SCS, you must wait by ProMods. Also, that's not exactly true. There was an update today. When I logged in, I got an update. It updated to a new version of EuroTruck, but it did not impact ProMods. When there's a major update or when they add a new DLC. So when they drop version 1.51, I think it will break ProMods because they're maybe because SCS is reworking parts of Germany. I don't know yet if that will break ProMods, but we have to assume that it will. Let's see. Yes, Thor. There is a channel for this. You just can't see it yet, but you will at the end of this live stream. We'll make it public. So I've shown you the list, given you a brief rundown of the rules. Now let's talk about the winner's criteria. Following drivers will be eligible to participate in a winner's convoy to be conducted during a live stream after the completion of this challenge. The driver with the most kilometers of real kilometers as recorded for this challenge. Average Joe. This isn't a mystery bonus now. Now it's part of it. So the driver whose total real kilometers is closest to the average of all kilometers logged by those who complete the challenge. They will be Average Joe, and they will be eligible to participate in the challenge in the winner's convoy. The driver with the fewest kilometers, or the driver, otherwise known as the driver with the most efficient route planning. So if you like to take short runs, because there's been a few people that I've looked at their runs and I'm like, well, you could have took something longer, but they're just after completing it. So most efficient route planning. Let's see. Austria, Switzerland, Italy will be fun. All those mountains. Yep. You driven a Kenworth W990 or well, Adam? This is a Euro truck. I don't drive American trucks in Euro truck except for that one Peterbilt. Okay, mystery bonus challenges. There will also be a mystery category that will be explained at the end of the challenge. You won't know what it is, so just run your loads. The winner of this bonus challenge will also be eligible to participate in the winner's con. Nick has been a Reefer Hauler member for 20 months. My goodness. Amazing. And for those, I wish we'd have done this for American Truck Simulator, but for those, actually, I wish that we'd have done both of these. For those that use hardcore simulation mode, there will be an extra bonus category related to hardcore mode, hardcore simulation mode. So, if you like hardcore, or you're thinking about doing hardcore, now's the time. Run it with this. Thank you, Wise Mind. Semper Bufo is here. Lennox is here. Let's see. Eligibility. All Boomers Trucknado Transport VTC members are eligible for this challenge. However, management staff are not eligible for the bonus challenges. You must own Euro Truck Simulator 2 and all of the ETS2 map DLCs to participate in this challenge. We do not expect any DLCs to release during this challenge, but if a DLC is released for Euro Truck before the end of this challenge, we may make an adjustment to this challenge. And of course, I'm referring to Greece. But we don't have any reason to believe that it will, but I failed to consult with Oracle Wegner. I lost my place. You can use the ProMods Europe map mods if you wish, as I am currently. And doing so may give you more load options, as I will show you in a minute. But you should avoid using World of Trucks loads due to potential conflicts resulting in lost loads. And feel free to ask Hugwash about his experience with taking a load from Turkey to the UK, a World of Trucks load from Turkey to the UK while he had ProMods installed. It led to great disappointment and gnashing of teeth. So, let's see. Oh, Rick, you're so silly. Hey, thanks, Mark. Yeah, there's another sale going on, so grab the DLCs if you don't have them. Semper Bufo, drive down hauler for 6 months. Thank you for that comment. Let's see. There's, oh yes, Pugwash. Yes, it was great gnashing of teeth. It was not fun. Needless to say, he got almost all the way to the UK. He was on the ferry ride coming across. Game crashed on him. and he had to do it all over again because he lost the load. It was, yeah, he cried in his beer. Okay, so as far as documenting your runs, it's the same as every other one of these challenges. The channel that is set up where these rules will be posted, you post your announcement in there just like before. Tag me, you just at Boomer, and just list what the load was. You know, Frankfurt to Hungary, how many kilometers. I'll record it, and I'll record if there's anything related to hardcore or the other mystery challenge, I'll record that or document that as well. Do not post any other messages in that channel. We don't need it cluttered up. Use the VTC chat channel or other relevant channel for that. Let's see. You could do a World of Trucks load of ProMods if you know where the tunnel under the English Channel is. Yes, Thor, but it's not just the ferries that's the problem. Remember, it happened to us. I think it was you and me. We drove to the UK, and when we got to the receiver, we lost our load because it was a desynchronization, because it was a World of Trucks load. And ProMods changed where the receiver was, and that caused us to lose the load. At the end of the stream, pilot, please, and thank you. World of Trucks is SCS controlled, so it makes sense why ProMods loads don't work when using their map. Right. Well, a lot of times they do work, but you don't, unless you know. I mean, there's actually a list somewhere of all of the safe places you can go to in ProMods with World of Trucks loads. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's a list of all the places that you don't want to take a load to. Because ProMods makes some changes to the maps, and if it changes the physical location of a receiver, you'll get a synchronization problem and you'll lose the load. And there are ferries in ProMods that don't exist in the base game. And if you try to take a World of Trucks load on one of those ferries, you'll lose the load. Anyway, the bottom line is avoid taking World of Trucks loads if you have ProMods installed. You can use ProMods, you don't have to use ProMods. Your choice. You may get extra opportunities because there's more cities involved. ProMods. For instance, and I'll show you on the map right here. If you are after the distance, you want to take a load from North Macedonia to Norway? So wherever North Macedonia is in here, I forget, probably in the north. And you want to go to Norway, and you want to go all the way up here, get the most kilometers. You can't do that in the base game. The base game only runs up to roughly here. A lot of these cities don't exist in the base game. Now, let me show you something else, because my next load, my first load, is actually going to be a load to Hungary, out of Frankfurt. So I had trouble finding a load. I haven't found one yet. I mean, I haven't booked one yet. But I want to show you the only one that I have found. I had World of Trucks I didn't do. Cargo market and freight market I've tried with different trailers. And that's this one, Frankfurt to Győr. That city doesn't exist in the base game. It is only in ProMods. There, on the load board, there were no other loads to Hungary from Frankfurt. So that's what I meant by you have the opportunity for more. You have more opportunity for loads going to a specific country. It seems to me last year that Luxembourg had 3 cities in it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it had 3 cities because there's only one in the base game. Currently, there's only one in ProMods.
Luxembourg was a challenge.
Luxembourg is a real challenge coming from Lithuania. But also, there are more cities on the ProMods map in Lithuania. So you have more opportunities to grab loads from there to Luxembourg. So it's a challenge. Let's see. What about installed but not enabled on your challenge profile? Not sure what you mean, Treasure. Trying to cover one country. Okay, northernmost cities in Norway are Oslo and Bergen without ProMods. Yeah, basically here. I mean, you get a little bit farther up into Finland, so it's got to be. But these cities don't exist in the base game. A ProMods installed but not enabled in the profile used for making runs. It doesn't matter unless you have them enabled; they won't show up. But it's optional. Ireland's not on a list. The United Kingdom is, and United Kingdom in ProMods has cities that are farther north than in the base game. Like in the base game, Aberdeen is as far north as you can get, city-wise. None of these other cities exist in the base game. What is the southernmost city in Euro Truck? Good question. Malta? Unless you're going into the Middle East. Then you've got whatever that is. I can't pronounce it. So, but none of this will be involved with the challenge. Greece will not be involved with the challenge. Malta will not be involved with the challenge. So, that's the challenge. Let's go back out to my truck. Mods, technically you can go into Middle East and Africa. Yes. That's right. And China, isn't that right, Lurch?
Yep. But they're not
Yes,
part
Nick.
of. They won't be part of the challenge, though.
No. No, only the countries currently in the base game plus all the official DLCs. Except Russia. We're not doing Russia. Nicholas, we're allotting about 9 weeks. But yes, it will take quite a while. All right. Let's talk about, before we get going, just answered that, Treasure. September 30th. Yeah, about 9 weeks, 9 or 10 weeks. I didn't actually count them. Okay, so we got a new DLC that dropped on Monday. I had no idea it was even coming. I hadn't seen any postings or announcements about it in advance. It just showed up. Well, they announced it when it showed up, but yeah. So this is a purchasable trailer pack from SCS. It was $3.99 US, and it basically has, to show you. You go into your trailer purchase and go to Schmitz Cargobull. There's a curtain sider. There's a different kind of curtain sider. I don't understand this. It's got a weird roof sticker here in the middle. I don't know what that's about. It's got these rock dumpers or whatever. Bulk cargo and materials, 2 different types. This is a dry freighter, and you can order it also in a doubles version. I have one of those. Then there's the Reefer, a refrigerated, and a double refrigerated. So this is what you get for this pack. And currently, I already have the curtain sider, rock hauler, dry van, reefer, that's what I have hooked up right now, the double curtain sider or dry van, double reefer. Curve for aerodynamics. I thought that might be the case. That must be why it says eco or something. Okay. The reason why Ireland not in SCS base game is down to SCS using it as their private space and playground. SCS uses that for testing and trying out new member of staff training and introducing. Bob says, but might get that for just a curtain cider. Finally, a branded curtain cider with a hitch for doubles. Here, let me swap it out. I'm not going to be able to use it for this run anyway. But it's not a B double. It actually pivots where the hitch goes, where the hitch is. Cool trailer though. I've run it. Okay, so we're already 35 minutes into this, and we haven't even picked up a load yet. So I looked for loads. I'm going to stay off of World of Trucks. That's what this is. I'm going to go to the cargo market. And just look for something going from Frankfurt to Hungary. Let's check in again with this trailer. I have this sorted by route length, so we're going from shortest to longest.
Nicholas says, guess I'm going to need to work on some trailer skins for them.
Yeah. Okay, nothing to Hungary for this trailer, so I'm just going to jump to the freight market where I know there's a load. Now, what's bothering me is that I have this trailer, and I tried to use that trailer on the cargo market thing. Well, that's the wrong one. Here it is. The low loader. I went and bought a low loader, and I used both. I set it in the. Well, I'll show you.
Treasure says, filter destination and type in Hungary.
Hungary won't. You can't filter on country names. Only cities and cargoes and things. Because it only uses single characters, 1 or 2 characters for a country. But I wish I could, because I would. So, this is the low loader, same low loader that I saw. But this is extended. And if I go to the load board, cargo market now, from Frankfurt, now I haven't tried this. Yeah, it doesn't use special characters. If I do H, well, there's a lot of H's. Now I know that this is in IR, but it doesn't come up. I should be able to take it because it was a rock bucket.
Bob says doubles are for the Nordics, Germany, and Netherlands.
Yep.
Treasurer says you have the filter on route length. Change it to destination.
Well, that'll help sort by city, right? Or the other way. Not by country. That doesn't help me.
Nick says certainly one of the things SCS could improve in the market is filtering by country.
Yep, absolutely.
Drive says try F7 and shorten the trailer. You may get different loads.
I did that. Actually, I started out with the shorter version. But let's see.
And then Treasurer adds now type HUN.
HUN will
when
not
you
result in anything. See? Because it doesn't list the country name, it lists the country abbreviation. I wish that it would. Nope, these are all too far. So I'm going to have to go with the freight market and use their trailer.
sitting here watching along, and she says, "Enjoy your challenge."
Collecting out of the port in the Netherlands allow you to have the heaviest truckloads on public roads of 55,000. Huh. Okay, so we're going to this place, and we don't get to use our trailer. So I'm going to ditch my trailer. Bobtail just bought this trailer too. I didn't have a low loader. I mean, I do have a low loader. Got the Schwarzmuller low loader. It didn't work either. So where are we going? Right down the road a little ways. I think I'll go this way. Ooh, let me check, make sure, set my options, gameplay.
Donald Williams says, "Hey,
Hey, Donald William. Navigation mode set to best. Do not set it for small roads. coffee. Love my coffee.
Anthony Talarco says, "Hey Boomer, it's me, Marcus."
Marcus in the Discord? NGOG Marcus? Or NJ? Oh, you know what? I forgot to do shout outs before I headed on down the road. I'm so far behind on shout outs. That was a bunch of ruckus.
He says yes.
All right. Get all that mods removed from your active stack for your game. Oh, and so tell us, what does the NJOG stand for? I assume it meant something to do with New Jersey. Okay, we're turning left here. Oh, I guess I can turn left from there. Not be over here for the trolley. Uh-oh.
You, Anthony, and your slops too. Well, that was a spam warning. Oh well.
So Marcus, looks like Nightbot got you.
Says not yet been working. Haven't been on. And Rashid and Vigner are saying they're getting some stuttering.
Stop stuttering. I don't have any drop frames that I can see. Yeah, I got 0 drop frames. That's unusual. There it
And this
is.
is user error.
Oh, thanks. I knew that there was something I should have been remembering about you. Ooh, let's go around the backside.
Or
Okay.
says it, and if you should have forgotten, I'm Thor.
I don't see how I could forget that. Oh, let's see what happened here. Um, well, that's weird. Oh, because Okay, because when you start typing in all caps. Yep. Oh, it says right there, stop spamming caps. But that is your name in Discord, so I get it. Let's see. Yep, Thor is drunk. Yeah, all it takes is one message. Okay, so let me get to a piece of business I skipped because I forgot. It's been so long. Shout outs, flatbedders. We'll start with them. Knee High Sniper, our top ATS driver for August. Justy, aka Dirty Dog 3436, our top ATS driver for January. Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch. Bedrock, our top ATS driver for last February. Well, they were in caps because you had the caps lock turned on, the caps lock key. Bill Welburn, Nicholas Triple XN, Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for last May. XLT 588 Gaming, Norwegian trucker Nicholas. Big Al 2424, our top ATS driver for December. Johnny Hansen, Tasmified, Lobo 1G, our top Euro truck driver for July of last year. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April. Birdie the Parrot, Carlin, Wim55, our top ATS driver for March. And FTG Mike B. Okay, I just want to do a few reefer haulers before we get rolling. JJ Man 1982, Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for last April. Omega Sunrise, our top ATS driver for January. Ipswich, Nick. David H74, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March last year. Prokin, Douglas Williams, JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March. Ducky, our top Euro truck driver for June of last year. Matthew Roth and Thomas Berger. We'll get to some more. Okay, pilot. All right. Let's get rolling. Oh, let's see. How are we rolling? Which way are we going? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Okay, we're just going to head down here to the 3. And then down the 3, all the way into Austria. Excellence. And there. Okay. Can you guys hear my truck okay? Seems a little quiet to me. Wonder if I... Loud enough. Check. Okay, I didn't see anything moving over my OBS.
And I was on mute.
Well, that's probably why I couldn't hear you. Oh, looky there.
Oh. I said on mute was I could be a smarty and say, no, I don't hear the truck, but that's because I never hear it, because I'm listening to Discord, not the stream.
Well, I can't believe I got past that guy without hitting him. But I sure am glad. Well, let's... Ooh, we got a red light. I guess that's my cue to do some more shout-outs. Azzy291, Lee Jenkins, Bruce A, Doom 3, Stobbs, Ogden BD, Osiris, Andrew Black, Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for September.
Of course, it's kind of funny. Without knowing about the challenge, I take a load from Barcelona to Frankfurt.
You're just that good, Thor.
Donald Williams says, I now have a steering wheel.
Ooh.
Enjoy the immersion. Thor says, I know.
I knew you were going to say that.
Lennox asks, what's everyone's opinion on the best starter wheel pedal shifter? Not too expensive, thanks.
Oh, well, you have to decide the best or the not too expensive.
I personally like Logitech, but that's the only one I've used so far.
Yeah. Same. I've been eyeballing that other one. That is not on my horizon anytime soon.
Thor finds the G29 okay.
This load is not heavy. It's 4 tons.
Matthew Ross says, good afternoon.
Hey, Matthew.
Vigner uses the T248. He says it's good steering wheel if you want the force feedback.
Well,
Drive
it
is
was
using...
the recommended one by SCS until here recently.
Driver is currently using Thrustmaster. Donald William has the G920. Just the same setup I've got.
So we've got 791 kilometers to go.
I'd also recommend getting a topper for the shifter.
Yep. Link in the description below. I've got the sim panel topper. It's a good topper. Mostly the topper's mostly good for if you're going to do manual shifting. I use it in American Truck Simulator. I mean, I use it on both because it's on my shifter, but it's also got a switch. I also use the button on there for the retarder. Or wait, no, engine brake. Like that.
Tell the truth, Boomer. You only use it in ATS because you're too chicken to learn the shift pattern for ETS.
I use the shifter in both games. I use automatic transmissions in Euro Truck, but I still use the shifter. Shift topper. Both. because the topper has the extra button for the to turn on either the engine brake, Jake brake, in American Truck Simulator, or, well, actually in both games. I have it set up for both games. If you're driving the electric truck, the electric retarder is tied to the engine brake. Or at least that's how I have it configured.
You don't use the knobs on the sim panel?
Yeah. For intensity.
Oh.
For the retarder. For the retarder. The button on the shifter is for the jake brake in ATS and the electric truck retarder or engine brake. I don't know what it's called on the electric truck. But that's what I had to do when I drove the electric truck in order to get the retarder to work. I do use the buttons on the sim panel, button box, for the jake brake intensity, because there's three different settings. And I use the knob for the retarder. There's between 2 and 5 settings. That right there, that's retarder.
Or says my next wheel will be one with a 1200 degree turning radius.
I think that new one has that. I can't remember what it's called. I have that copy. Now, I don't know if this scenery is any different here in ProMods from the base game or not on this route. Except when we get close to that extra city. I'm going to try and do a few shout outs while I'm driving. Lee01 Mister, John the Bricklayer, CJ Johns 31, Vigner Hoxon, Wolf Gaming, James Brandt, Road Trip Nerd, Dr. Jones, our top ATS and Euro truck driver for May. He did them both in 1 month. Pretty amazing. Whoopsie, I'm not going that way. Lord Dragon, Colin Percival, Pancake Man, whoopsie, and Vigner's brother, Arner Hoxon, Jesse 2670, set that down for a bit, pay attention.
Alright, so shout outs while driving. This can make for some good viewing.
Yeah. Smack in the face. Guess I could move over, eh? Oh, guess I'll have to wait for this guy.
Or says I saw that we all 4 got 3.6 hardcore stars on our ATS load last night.
ETS or ATS?
A.
Yeah, we were doing a test run, checking out a new engine mod.
And Beard has a PXN wheel. Not great.
Yeah, you keep having a lot of trouble with that, don't you?
That's out of left field there, Rashid. Vanilla
Yeah.
Coke and Doritos. Along that vein, I'll say Sprite Zero Sugar.
Guess we're going right. Oh, we're not. Oh, we're not. Just got rerouted. And that's what can happen more often than not in hardcore mode. So let's see where we're going. Okay, we were going... Oh, we were going to stay on 3. Now we're just going to come down here to... We're on 9, getting on 9. Then we're going to cut across on 6 and get back on 3. Okay. Not that bad.
He says my lunch lurch.
Well, that's not very healthy. Coke and Doritos. Although the Doritos sound really good right now. By the way, for the challenge, one of the other downsides to using ProMods, or associated with using ProMods, is that since you can't do World of Trucks load, well, you shouldn't do World of Trucks loads. Not that you can't, you just shouldn't. I'd say that most of the time they'll be fine. But you don't want to find out after 2,000 kilometers that your load isn't going to work when you get there. But the other thing about it is, since I'm using a non-World of Trucks load, I have to monitor or be cognizant of my time. Like I'm looking and I've got 9 hours of driving ahead of me yet. I don't know how much time it's given me to bring this load in. So in just a moment, I'm going to check on that.
And with a non-World of Trucks load, you gotta watch your speed.
Yes. Because you're not limited to 90 kilometers with non-World of Trucks loads. So we've got 23 hours.
I think I must have a limiter set on my cross-continent truck, because it doesn't go any higher than 90.
Yeah, there's a speed limiter.
Rashid says you should have used the Bucks lane and snuck by.
I didn't need to use the Bucks lane. I had my lane.
I think he was talking about the detour.
Oh. I thought about it briefly. But that's cheating. It's one thing to do that in an emergency, but to purposely circumvent the shutdown road is cheating. Even though it's aggravating to get rerouted like that, it's realistic.
Drive says, careful drivers, convoy manager is in the chat. So it's the boss. Well, it's the boss on the stream. Rashid argues back, not if you get by, it ain't.
Cheaters never prosper.
Or it says pineapple, vanilla liquor mixed with Vax Condi, a Danish soft drink, and ice cubes, my favorite drink tonight.
So let's see, how am I doing on time? I think I said, yeah, almost 23 hours. Subtract 8 from that for the drive time is
15.
Yeah, and then a 9-hour break. So that gives me a little bit of lead time or leeway.
XLT 588 Gaming says, "What is up? Just got back from work."
Hey there, XLT. Glad you made it.
What Figner says he's driving the first leg of the next challenge. How can we change that goose egg in the bottom right, Boomer? Asked XL.
Why would you wish such a thing? But one way to do it would be for me to do more shout outs while I'm driving. Stiggy Stigs 122, Elliot Hallisey, Dustin Simbro, Matthew Walter, UA Library, Randy Disher, Orhita Rusu. There is still a lot of reefer hauler names to read yet. Manny Oy. Plus I gotta watch my GPS, make sure I don't miss any turns. AWR 1050, Uladrak, Bob B, Michael Ketchum, Twisted Chaos, Tyler Thompson, Vernon Bunch, Grayson,
another layer of difficulty. Put it in the outside view while reading. He said, just throw it in cruise, it'll drive itself.
Isn't that what the guardrails are for? Mac. This is pretty.
It says Jackknife Boomer.
Seems to me I drove this route going the other direction in a convoy recently.
Drive says, put it on drive-by camera and do the shout-outs. Only pros can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't happening. I mean, I can do it. Not the shout out part.
I have enough trouble on keeping it going on a straightaway on the drive-bys.
Yeah, me too. I like the drive-by. Man, you can lose control quick.
Hey, pilot's back. He says turn on the lane keep assist. You'll be fine.
We're crossing into Austria. Now there's something that's from ProMods. That little thing that popped up.
I like that.
I do too.
Or me too. He says I'm getting better and better driving in this outside view.
Yeah, I rather like it. It's not realistic, but I do like it because I get to see more of the scenery.
XLT is one-upping drive. He says only pros can use the drive-by cam and eat a burger while looking at your phone doing shout-outs.
All right, we're coming up on a tunnel, so I guess I'll get back inside.
The drive comes back with, you forgot whilst drinking coffee too.
Not with a burger, you need a Coke.
Cheeseburger and soda water. Ken Beard says let Kitty drive.
Kitty's napping.
Not anymore.
Heard his name. Ooh, we got an interchange coming up.
Pretty soon he'll stretch back out, show his junk to the world, and fall back to sleep.
Yep.
LT says, while playing this game, I've gotten up to grab something in my room while driving.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster. I've done that in real life, though.
Stepped away from the steering wheel while you're moving down the road?
Well, sort of. I mean, there's just something right behind me. I gotta get it. I didn't actually get out of the seat.
Drive says, I give up. You're the man, XLT.
But I think we've all seen videos of an inside-facing camera of a driver that does something foolish like that.
Yeah, it ends badly.
Yeah. I guess I've been fortunate in that it didn't end badly for me.
Victor says, lucky the DOT didn't see you do that, Boomer.
Well, it's not, DOT, generally speaking, is not out looking for that, but state police are. Department of Transportation enforcement officers are at the scales for the most part. But the state police and sheriff's department are usually looking for that kind of thing.
He says you need a trained chimpanzee to drive while you're AFK. Drive says, I've swapped drivers in real life while in a military convoy in Germany. XLT says, Boomer got away with it because he used the inflatable pilot like in the movie Airplane.
No, I didn't actually get out of my seat. That reminds me of that scene that was kind of similar to that in Men in Black. Or was it Men in Black 2? Oh, that was funny. How are we doing on time? Oh, 2 hours. I need to find. I should have stopped at that truck stop right behind me. I just passed. I need to find a place to rest. Can I make this? Yes, but just barely. Very bad planning on my part. Okay, Big T 5280, EMAX 06, Carlos de Jackal, an Exus 79, Lorm, come on. What is that sign? Ravindran Supermaniam, Hunter Toller, our top ATS driver for April. Big Toe Magoo, Peanut Cowboy. Wow, that guy almost hit me. Eureka 79, E, Dougie Boy, Braddy XX11, Tom Freer, Tim Hunter, Joey, Sensitivity, Racing Brothers CVS, Heraclitus Resende, Igor 1, Isaiah Johnson, Marv Kelch, Gabe, JD Games Channel, Bosnia H, David Long, Shorty, Ross Jen, Rapless, Kirk Bernard, Crusader, Sassy, Samir Suleimanzadeh, RS. I wonder if I can get through all these without crashing. Got an exit coming up too. Rob Shepard, AAU Triton, Wijnan Baker, Luis Campos,
Drive says, I've worked with trained chimpanzees. They're called drivers where I work.
Corbs 1994, Professor of Logic, Scott on Tilt, Timothy Marco. Oh, I just heard some birds. Must be in a ProMods area. Timothy Marco, did I say that already? Raven's Nest. Davkin. Tyler Candy. Marius. David Bruce. Equinox. JJ. Oh. I don't need fuel. I'm just going to stop and rest for the night. Awfully early in the day yet. We're getting some yawns.
Amir says, happy Friday.
Thank you. Is this not a sleep trigger? Hey, Mihai is here. "22 months of flatbedder." Yep. You know, I think Mihai was probably the very first person to sign up. Very close to it. Yeah, foot down Friday. Here we go. Put down Friday. All right, so what do we got left on the clock here? An hour and 15 minutes. I'll do some more shout outs. Well, Mihai, I'm very proud to have you. It's like to see you more often. I know you got stuff going on. Equinox, JJ, I already said that. Man Bear Pig. Sword Destin. Matt's Man Cave. Tumbler Sam. Eriki. I don't know, it's Korean. The Bucks. Alex Mercer. Toaster Fur. GG. ASD Pog. Yep, I know you do. I know you got a family to support, and you got that new car. Krutov 666 Gaming Skulls. Haas. Miata. Mr. Shubham. Lewis. John S. Matthew Roth. Reefer hauler for 18 months. Feels good to have a membership for this amount of time. Yeah, it's impressive. You long-term guys. I mean, I'm just blown away by it, actually. AG, Cynthia Bentley, Andrew Brown. That's all of them. Yay. All right. So how much time do I have overall? 18 hours. I got a 9-hour rest break to take. And 3 hours of driving time? 3 hours. Yeah.
Hunter says, hi all.
Hey, Hunter.
Tim Hunter, not Hunter Toller.
Oh, gotcha. Well, hi, Tim. Samir, have I been to EU? Yes, but it wasn't the EU then. I lived in West Germany for a couple of years. Way back when. Before there was, well, I guess it existed, sort of. Okay, so I don't want to advance the time too far. It's almost 4 p.m. If I advanced it to 9, that'd be 5 hours. So let's Just advance it to 8 p.m. Rest. It'll be a little early. It'd still be darkish. How much time do we have? Hope I didn't mess up. We got 5 hours to get this load in and about 3 hours of driving. Let's get to it. Oh, I hit the bus. I was swinging wide to avoid this other truck over here. Well, there it is. There you go, XLT. I blame you for that.
He says, woo! That more in the style of like Ric Flair.
What's that?
I'm asking XLT. He put woo in the chat. I'm like, or did you do that more in the style of like Ric Flair? Woo!
Right.
Proud to be a member of this fantastic community, he says.
22 months. Wow. Just amazing.
And XLT said, always happens when I'm in here. Vigner says, I've been in old East Germany and West Germany. It was a few years ago and I saw the remains of the wall.
Yeah, I guess there are some remnants of it as a memorial or a reminder. Oh, I guess we needed to stay in that lane.
And Nehigh gifted a membership, and it goes to Pause
All
Tech.
right. Thank you, Nehigh. Congratulations to Pause Tech, who I don't think is here at the moment. Ooh, we're exiting up here.
If he is, he's lurking.
Lurking.
All right, Rashid, I'll do it. One, Swifty. Ah.
I think he lives for that.
Was at the Roger Waters The Wall concert in Berlin 1 year after the fall of the wall.
That was a crazy time. I wasn't in Europe then. I wish that I had been. Yeah, I didn't get to Berlin when I was over there. Although I wished I had.
Vigner says there are pieces of, there's a piece of it in Ireland?
Iceland.
Oh, Iceland. My drive said that must have been a big wall, Vigner.
All right, Nehigh. Oh, look who got it. The complainer in chief, Rick Rashid. Congratulations, Rick, and thank you again to Nihai.
Says it was huge, 250,000 tickets sold, and maybe just as many people outside the barrier.
There was no barrier for that road back. We're going straight, maybe? This must be... Oh, we're in Hungary. This must be the truck route. Why did that not go through? I'm confused. Of course, there's nothing new about that. We're getting pretty close. 55 kilometers to go.
I was going to say, maybe the third time's the charm sheet. Had a typo his first time, typoed the second time. Drive says Rick never complains, he just voices his complaints, or his concerns.
Is that what it is? Well, what language is that, Rick, that it would spell check that spelling to be that spelling?
Ribbid.
Ribbid. My ribbid. Ribbid.
Yeah, I said I'll be your ribbid.
Oh.
Fat fingers.
Oh yeah, the Reykjavik conference.
Yeah, I said I also speak fat fingers, so we're all good. Cersei says, welcome to Hungary.
Welcome to the stream.
George says, what do you call the thing you bake a pie in? A frisbee.
I've always used a pie pan.
So, folks, we learned some Canadian today. We're not friends, we're fribbids.
That must be what that other language was, Canadian.
Pilot says, you remember having to return the pie pans for credit off your next pie?
No, never heard of that. kind of pies were you getting? I mean, they're just aluminum, right? All the pies we get around here are in aluminum pie pans. The pie pans that my grandmother used to use were glass, tempered glass. She would make her own pies. I'm in the wrong lane. Need to be in the outside lane.
Drive says I went to buy 12 bees at the pet store. When I counted them, there was 13. It said it was a freebie.
Yeah.
Pilot says Baker Square used to take the pie pans back.
Okay.
Thor says the bakers used the pie pans as frisbees in their breaks.
It must have been a higher quality pie pan than I remember. I would get a pie every once in a while at the Baker Square when I lived in Minneapolis, near Minneapolis. I'd like to go there too because it was good.
Pilot asks, just like Acme took our bottles back.
Yeah. Baker Square went out of business, didn't they?
Alexander Berglund asks, how often do police stop truck drivers?
As often as they catch them doing something bad, or for random checks. Okay, it's right over there. We have to go in up here. There's random roadside inspections. Or if you do something, do a bonehead move in front of a cop. Pretty sure I never did that, or at least never got caught. But I've definitely been pulled over for random roadside inspections before.
Well, it says they went out of business years ago.
Thought so. I was disappointed to hear that. My tail end gonna swing too much? Most. Ooh wee, that was close.
XLT is saying that I like that they made ProMods easier to install.
In what way? I'm unaware of any changes in how you install it.
Bro is asking, did you get to do the thing?
What? What thing? Oh.
TrucksBook thing.
TrucksBook thing. Okay, I gotta start over because I'm all thrown off now. Is he talking
Addon
to me?
Button?
Oh! No. The addon button. Adam didn't ask what are we hauling and where are we going? I was all prepared. There's the answer. But we're already here. And Adam never asked.
I don't think he was even here.
Yeah, he's here. Well, he's here at the beginning.
It says hauling button going to the front.
I'm all cockeyed now. So I got a button on my Stream Deck so I can turn that on and off. Watch what happens when I deliver, though. Hey, XLT, it's in the description below. It's a route advisor. But this is not a mod. That's something I set up in OBS. Pulled the information directly from the files that TrucksBook uses or creates. Oh, I guess I can just disconnect the trailer.
Three pull-ups.
There they go. That disappeared. As soon as you deliver it, I'm no longer hauling anything to anywhere. Need to go find that. So that is running a load from Frankfurt, Germany to Hungary. The next country in the list will be Italy. So I will be looking for a load either out of this town or somewhere else going to Italy. Well, it won't be this town. Budapest? Nothing there. I'm not going to take anything now, but I do at least want to look. Wow. Ooh. Is it Israel? I'll? Wow, nothing to Italy on the freight market. What about external contracts? Not that I would want to do that. Well, I can't get anything out of the current town that I'm in because World of Trucks doesn't recognize this city. So it'll show nothing. Everything is coming out of Slovakia because that's the nearest point that World of Trucks picks up at from where I am. So I'll have to travel around to different cities. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to cut you guys loose on this challenge. Oh, I wanted to look and see where can I go for park. I don't really need rest or fuel. Oh, there's a Mercedes dealer down here.
Rainier says you got 3.4 stars on that load.
Would have been more if I hadn't got that ticket. Speaking of which, well, let me just get back and drive to this place first. I want to discover this, whatever it is, employment agency. Oh, where did that guy come from? I didn't even see him. Well, this didn't go anywhere.
Oblivion says hello.
Hey, Oblivion. just going to go down to that Mercedes dealer.
Livian says, nice engine sound.
Oh, good. You can hear it. Wasn't sure. Oh, so this isn't a dealership. This is a facility for Mercedes. That's neat. Kind of like Scania up in Sweden.
Pilot Bro says, stream for every load that you do for the challenge, and Drive seconds it.
What? Oh, maybe a recording. Maybe. So speaking of which, so we got the members only live stream tomorrow. I don't remember what I had planned for last weekend. I don't think I should do this again because it's not unique. But tomorrow evening, actually, I do have something in mind for American Truck Simulator for tomorrow. But tomorrow evening, I could do Hungary to Italy. Maybe. Anyway, so I didn't miss him. Lurch missed him. That's what he's here for.
And as soon as I saw that, I went back up and got it.
Yeah. So we're gonna, and actually, Pilot, can you go ahead and make that channel visible to? I believe it's all VTC.
But he just said, I'll update after I get out of this meeting, unless you can get it.
Oh. So you missed another one. All right,
I thought that's the one you were responding to.
No, I didn't see it. Where is it? Okay, everybody, all the VTC members in the Discord, the channel is now visible. So, y'all who are ready to go can go ahead and start on the challenge. I've got to record my own. I'm not going to post mine in the in that channel, but I am going to record mine. Actually, let me just take a peek real quick. I don't know if I can show you this or not. In a second. I've got to look in the job reports. In a second. Just so you guys know what I do. Got to be careful not to show the whole thing because I might give something away. This is the spreadsheet that I use to track everything. So, what did I get? I'm looking in the job reports. Hogwash did a load from Metz to Nuremberg, but didn't get any hardcore points. What's up with that? All right, here I go. So Trucky versus TrucksBook. So TrucksBook says 847 kilometers. And there's two other things that will be recorded later, off camera, because they're associated. One of them is a hardcore sim mode related one, and the other one is the other mystery one. Can't show you here. So, yeah. Just save that. That's gonna do it. This challenge is going to be very interesting. It's going to take weeks for most people to complete it. Well, Oblivion, I covered all that earlier. And it's in the rules in the channel. So if you go to the channel that just became visible, you can read the rules. It will explain everything. If after that, if you have any questions, post them in the VTC chat. I think that's a good place to post. But it's optional. Like I have ProMods installed now. But you don't have to. But there's pros and cons associated with running ProMods. A pro, something in favor of doing it is that you have more cities to choose from for loads going in and out. However, the downside is you should not do World of Trucks loads because they can fail. And if they fail, you got to redo the whole run. So as I covered in the beginning, Pugwash last year, Pugwash did a load from Turkey to the United Kingdom. And he took a ferry that doesn't exist in the base game, and it crashed on him. He lost the load. So, but it's not just ferries that are the issue. Sometimes it's the shipper or the receiver. Shipper's not a problem because if you lose the load at the beginning, well, you just go get another load. But if you lose the load after you drive 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers, you're just screwed. You got to go do a new load from the beginning. Okay, there we are. The 2024 Euro Truck All Europe or All Country Challenge, whichever way you want to call it. Let's have fun with it. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. Credits roll has been updated, so check it out. You're welcome, Simper. Thanks for being here.